T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3, where you not hardcore? I'll let you live hardcore. And the legend of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're right.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing this evening? So, as you all know, if you follow the Raider Reaction Facebook page and our YouTube channel, Wednesday nights on Raider Reaction are fantasy football nights. We've got the Hardcore Challenge live, official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition, because if you're not playing in the Hardcore Challenge, 32 owners, 2 conferences, 8 divisions, 1 champion, $1,000 to the winner, $500 to the runner-up, name on the motherfucking trophy, rings, all that shit. If you're not in that, you're just minor league fantasy football. And then at 10:45 Eastern, we come back with our second fantasy show of the night as we dig into our all Raider League, as we got Raider Nation from all over North America battling out for a first prize of $400 cash and an autographed Josh Jacobs jersey. So, Wednesday nights, fantasy football. And let's get right into it. This is Hardcore Challenge Live, the official webcast of the Hardcore Challenge, Season 14. We are knee deep in it. It's the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. And I tell you what, it is somewhat like the way the NFL season has been this year. What you thought would be up is down. What you thought would be down is up. And, yeah, it's just screwy. It's fucking screwy. But let's get right into it, shall we? Let's get right into it. There's another week in the books. We're staring week 7 in the fucking face. And let's start at the top, shall we? With our big ballers.
There's a platform stage. People primping.
This week's big ballers, we're going to start over in the NFC. As Skull Crushers comes in 0-5, gets off the snide, and is the big baller in the NFC this week, taking down Donkey Punch. You can see the line graph, man. It was very close until the end of the week. I believe that was Monday Night Football that he edged him over the top. And Gary, Skull Crushers, gets his first win of the season, moves to 1-5. J-Dub drops to 3-3, but still holding a tie for first place. He's on a 1-game losing streak at 3-3. Lions and his black hole is on a 2-game losing streak in 3-3. And that's one of the weaker divisions in the league right now. Yes, Hot Neil, send me your address, brother. You were fan of the week this week, man. Go back and watch the show. Scroll on towards the end of the show, and you were the fan of the week last night in the Raider Nation Report. Thanks for watching, brother. Big win for Gary. But he was not the biggest baller of the week. The biggest ballers of the week were over in the AFC. Is Under the Influence. Matt continues to stride, man. He's 4-2 with Under the Influence and drops Answer to the Master. Tom, our winningest owner ever. His name's on the cup. 3-3. Tom drops, like I said. And this one wasn't even fucking close, man. This was not even close. Matt ran away with this one. He had the lead basically the entire game. It was not even close. He was putting the curb stomp to Tom in this one. It wasn't a good game. And also, we got big ballers over in the AFC because another game, King Salami took me down here a week or two ago. Knox Vegas Anarchy, another one of the perennial powerhouses in this league, just not being able to get it done at 2-4. I had them picked to win this son of a bitch, I believe, this year. Not looking so. After this next week will be midway of the season. I am going to stop and go back and take a look at all of my predictions and see where we're at. See how shitty I've done. But this one wasn't even close either. King Salami, this is another curb stomp up to a couple guys in the Great White North just getting teeth cracked. Bad. Big wins. Those are our big ballers. We always start at the top. But then we got to move to the bottom. The low ballers. This week, NFC low baller, Renegade Outlaws. Man, Travis, I just don't know what's been up with Travis, man. He gets into the postseason before we expanded. He was in my division in the old Dirty South. He was always a tough competitor when I battled him. I just don't know what's happened with Travis's team. It just must be his core of keepers that he needs to reboot something, man. Try Control Alt Delete or something on your fantasy team, Travis. Come on, brother. And Bucka Raider. Reggie took one on the chin, 149, lowest score in the AFC. I'll be hitting you up tomorrow, Reggie. And I don't think I ain't going to be talking some shit when I see you. So, Reggie, that's just a rough one. They both stepped in it this week. Ew. Not good. Not good at all. For the low ballers there. Not good at all. Not what you want to see. So, let's move along. Where are we going now? We got to go to that Game of the Week recap. And this was a big Game of the Week. Now, a lot of shit happened in this fucking Game of the Week, man. This was crazy. I had selected this as the Game of the Week because coming into it, it was by far the Game of the Week. You had 4-1 Bison Broncos, who was leading their division in the Elite East of the AFC, playing El Pirata, Ryan and his Fumble Those TDs, who was one of the only undefeated teams left in the league at 5-0. So, I mean, this was a clear Game of the Week. I mean, two of the strongest teams in the AFC. And that was Thursday night. And then things just got a little screwy. Stat corrections came out fucking Friday morning, and it turned Bison Broncos' Week 5 win into a loss. So he dropped from 4-1 to 3-2 while this game was going on. And then takes one on the chin and loses another one. So literally he came into the Thursday night, all through the Thursday night game at 4-1, and ends up coming out of Week 6 3-3. I mean, you basically took 2 L's all at once. I mean, Kent took one on the chin hard. Fucking Week 6 was rough on a brother. Rough. I mean, that's a tough one. But I tell you what, Ryan took over a powerful team. He took over a team that was the reigning division champ in the AFC Dirty South. He had the solid keeper core of 5 keepers that he kept, one of them being Josh Allen. He has Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he had solid keepers. But he drafted well and complimented those keepers, and I got to give him props, man. Right now, he is. Hell, fuck it. Let's touch on it. He's sitting number 1 in the Power 5 right now. He's sitting wrong. Oh, hold on. That's next show. Hold on. Wrong list. There we go. He's sitting number 1 in the. Let's see. If you guys in the Raider League, you just got a sneak peek of the Power 5 there. The stat corrections have been brutal on some teams over the last 2 or 3 weeks, man. Forcing ties, forcing 1-game wins, flipping games from a win to a loss. They've been brutal. But right here's the new Power 5. Fumble those TDs. Ryan, he's sitting up top, man. Just win, baby. Sitting at 5-1. The Emperors, Craven, our youngest owner, Sweet 16 right there, sitting at 5-1. Bucknuts sitting at 5-1. And the defending 2-time champ has crawled his way out of the gutter back onto the Power 5. I mean, so, hey, He's running for a 3-time. It looks like he's got a chance to get into the postseason with where he's at right now. He's back on the Power 5. So you got to recognize. You got to fucking recognize. I got to give Corey props, man. He crawled back. He had a little rough start there, but he's back in it. He's back in it. I got to give him props. Got to give him props. So let's take a quick spin around the league before we talk Week 7 game of the week. Let's start over in the Great White North of the AFC. Bad Company and Daco's Tuesday both took a loss, dropping them to 4-2. That actually leaves everybody in the damn division lost in the Great White North, which is perennially one of the strongest divisions in the league. It's a complete flip-flop. The two teams that are usually on the bottom are on the top. The two teams that are usually on the top are on the bottom. And I mean, these guys are, the two guys on the bottom are a couple of the winningest owners in the fucking league. I mean, they're high up on the GOAT rankings. I mean, GOAT rankings, where those guys sitting on the GOAT rankings, I mean, shit, they're sitting at what, 1 and 6 on the GOAT rankings? I mean, so these are legitimate owners right here that are struggling this season. But everybody in that division lost, so that actually leaves the door open somewhat for Tom. He's only one game out of the lead with Answer to the Master. But Bad Company, Jake, who went winless last year, came in on the possibility of setting the longest winning streak in the Hardcore Challenge coming into this season, and he is sitting in first place. I got to give him props, man. Jake has turned shit around over there in the Great White North. Now, in the Elite East, you've got Emmett Who, one of our new owners, Roger, this season. He's doing well, bounced back with a big win after that horrible week by Bison Broncos where he basically got 2 losses in one, drops him right out of fucking first place, and moves Roger right up into first place at 4-2. Blackout, I got my first win, baby. Yeah, got my first win. I'm off the fucking snide. Took down Blackout. Had to have a little Raider on Raider crime to get it done, but hey, that's what it is, man. As Spleeve drops his 5th straight, he's on the slides. And then we got the Stone Ponies. Oh, Ryan. Oh, Ryan. Oh, Ryan. The only winless team out of all 32 owners in the league. He just can't grab a W for nothing. As he's sitting 0-6. That's just brutal. That's rough. Over in the NFC, we've got Just Win Baby sitting at 5-1. Frackin' football time. Carol, our only female owner in the league, she's got a nice win. Everybody in this division won this week. She's moved up to 4-2, staying right behind Just Win Baby. There's a nice little rivalry starting to build between these two since Brian has joined the fray. These two have been battling out at the top, and could be interesting. A nice little rivalry to hear being built between these two over the last couple seasons. So this can be interesting. Could come down to the end for this division. Lucky number 11 is not out of it yet. We just made a big trade with Cheesehead. That we had to move that trade through. It accidentally went through on Sunday morning. I just processed that today for them, so they got their guys ready for this week. So that trade's been made through. So he's still fighting, man. He's not giving up. He's not giving up. Sean is not backing down. He's 3-3. He's only 2 games off the lead, 1 game out of second. And Skull Crushers Gary gets off the fucking snide this week. Got to give him props as he breaks through, gets the W. Congratulations, and he was the big baller in the NFC this week. So, he got off the snide in a big fucking way. That's for damn sure. Now, over in the Elite East, which over the last 3 seasons in our league has been the strongest division in the entire league. It has spawned the last 3 champions as Take It Deep, then followed up by Pack Attack is back with 2 straight. This is a tough division. Craven and his Emperors, he took over basically the worst team in this league over about a 3 to 4 year period. I mean, the owners of that team had just been absolutely fucking atrocious. He took over a horrible team with horrible keepers, and in a season, he has turned shit around. He's got it going. He's sitting at 5-1. He's on the Power 5. I got to give him props. My son is kicking ass right now in the toughest division in the league, so he's doing well. He's doing well at 5-1. I got to give him props. Let's jump back over, touch on the Wild West division in the AFC. Under the Influence and Stinky Pinky battle at the top of this division every freaking year, but this is actually still pretty close as King Salami is sitting at 3-3, and actually Bleeding Green, now that they grabbed a win this week, they're only 2 games off the lead, so this could get very interesting if a couple of these guys can grab a lead or grab some wins and put something together down the stretch. The Dirty South division, my division in the AFC. You see Commish's Raw Dogs sitting down there at the bottom. We're getting raw dogged for fucking a while, but we got a W this week. We got a dub, and we're back in it. Although I have to be in the division as the only the only undefeated team. I got to be in that division, man. Our division is stacked, man. The talent, if you look at the talent on the teams in the AFC Dirty South, this is a tough division, man. Fumble Those TDs is stacked. All-Pro Afro is sitting at right at 1 point under 1,200 points scored. I mean, look at me, man. I got 1,095 points scored. Reggie's only got 985, and he's 3-2-1, and I'm 1-5. It's just matchups, man. I've scored over 200 a couple times. I knocked on the door like at 198 one game. I've never scored less than 170. It's all about the matchups, man. It don't matter if you score fucking 70. If the guy fucking playing you scores 71, you're going to lose. That's football, man. That's football. You got to win the matchups, and I just haven't had the luck. So I've got to go on a run here. I got to go on a run or my season's going to be over. But right now, Fumble Those TDs is handling business. But All-Pro Afro and Buckaroo are sitting right there. If somebody can knock Ryan down a peg, it's within reaching distance. It's within reaching distance. So, we'll see. We'll see. It's possible Super Bowl matchup, Brian, if you guys can make it to the end. If you can make it to the end, that is a definite possible Super Bowl matchup. You guys are sitting at 1 and 2 right now. It's definitely the two top teams in both of the conferences on a collision course. Will it make it? We'll see. We'll see. Jumping back over to the NFC, let's wrap up the NFC as we got the Wild West, the Wild West, man, this entire, look at that. Lost 1, lost 2, lost 3 in a row, lost 2 in a row. This entire division is just swirling around the toilet bowl. I mean, you've got 3-3 teams that have lost 1 and lost 2 straight, sitting tied for the lead. Cheesehead is sitting with 3 straight losses, only a game out of the lead. Okay, Travis could just get his shit together for a few weeks. He could crawl right back out of the toilet. Grab the rim, Travis. Pull yourself up. You can get out. You got a chance. This is the weakest division in the league, brother. This is your golden opportunity. Make a move, man. Make a trade. Do something, Travis. I'm rooting for you. Damn, it's been too many seasons. You're damn near an OG at this point. You gotta get back into postseason, brother. I'm rooting for you. I like to see new blood get in, man. I like to see new blood get in. Bucknuts, 5-1. I had him picked to win this division, man. He's got a solid team. He's looking good. I got a Chubb, and the Bandits, I picked Willie to do fairly well this season as well, but they both took a loss and slid down. And the greatest show on paper, our resident Madden guru, if he ain't got a controller in his hand, it just ain't quite the same for him, as Richard just keeps taking it on the chin again and again as he's down, lost 5 straight. Started out 1-0, but man, it's been skid times ever since.
Loser.
Sorry, Richard. That's what you get for beating all of our asses in Madden. That's fucking football, Carmen, coming back to get you. God damn it. That's what you get. That's what you get. Now we gotta go.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
Now we gotta go to the game of the week. Week 7. 2-time defending champ. Just appeared on the Power 5, sitting at 4-2. Facing off, he's also on the Power 5, sitting one notch above him. Bucknuts. We got 2 of the top 5 teams in the entire league out of all 32 owners, and they're facing off this week. And as you can see, it's projected to be very close. Bucknuts is expected to take this one on the projections, but that honestly doesn't mean anything, because as you see, Corey hasn't fixed his fucking roster yet because he's a fucking slacker. So we don't even have a proper prediction. I mean, how do you not have your roster fixed when you know the fucking show's tonight, you know I'm gonna fucking talk about it, and you got a chance of being game of the week, and you don't even have your roster right, so I don't even have proper fucking projections from the fucking website. I mean, come on, Corey. You're on the rules committee. What the fuck is going on over here? What kind of fucking shitty operation are you running over there as a 2-time champion? Get your shit together. Just for that, I'm going to pick you to lose, god damn it. That's what you get.
Somebody call security.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So we have no idea what roster he's coming in with, so we just got to guess. We know he's missing Dalvin Cook. We know he's missing Stephon Diggs, so you know that's going to hurt. That's a kick in the stones right there to begin with. He's got Burrow. Burrow had a big breakout week last week, and so we'll see. You got Burrow against Herbert. Both of these guys have a potential to put up a lot of points, although I think Burrow going against Atlanta, I think could absolutely shred them. This was about the time they hit their stride last year, and then they carried my team to 6 straight wins. Six straight wins when him and Jamar Chase started hooking up. So that's a possibility. He's got Waddle, Gesicki. Is Keelan Allen going to play this week? Because I know he set out last week. He's questionable right now. They both got solid defenses, but I'm sorry. Football karma. You ain't got your roster set on Wednesday. You're still sitting on buys. I'm picking you to lose. I'm picking Bucknuts. I just don't think Corey's got quite the firepower this week with all the buys he's got. And I think Bucknuts is coming in stronger. He's not laden with buys this week. And I think Kyle takes the win. That's my pick. That's what I'm going with. And we'll see if that works out. But that's your game of the week. We've got a solid bunch of matchups for week 7, man. Shit's starting to shake out. When we come in next week, this is the official halfway point. It's 14-week regular season. This is the official halfway point once we finish up this season. So next week when we come on the show, I'm going to pull up all of the predictions, and we'll run through all of those, see where I'm at. See how fucked up my predictions were. I guarantee you they are all over the place because, but I'm doing all right on some of them. There's some of them I'm hitting on because I did pick Bucknuts. I did pick some of these other guys that are sitting up near the top. So, but I know some I completely fucking missed. Picking Knox Vegas Anarchy to win it all was a fucking big swing and a fucking miss. Way to go, Kevin. Making me look like a jackass over here. God, I don't need help. God damn it. I do just fine of that on my own. God damn it. Thank you. But week 7, man, it's been a crazy season, and I got a feeling it's going to be even crazier down the stretch of this season. None of these divisions are locked up. You don't know who's going to take it yet, and that final round of division play where you got to play all 3 of your division rivals again to close out the season could be what really turns this for a lot of teams. So it's going to be very interesting as we continue interconference play and work towards that final run where you got to play your 3 division rivals again. And that sways some of the divisions, and it swayed some of them last year. So make sure to keep your rosters legal. We haven't really had any issue. Make sure you got to have that one mandatory defensive bench spot. Can either be an individual defensive player or a team defense or a kicker. But you got to have one of those spots on your bench, and IR does not count. Make sure anybody that's in your reserve spots can only be IR. There hasn't been any COVID designations this year, so I think we're going to probably drop that for next season, but we will keep that through this season. If you do have a guy with a COVID designation, you can drop them down in your IR as well. We don't change rules mid-season. We only change them in the off-season. So, it's time, man. Good luck. Game on. Are you ready for the fucking challenge in week 7? I am. And I'm hoping to give Bison Broncos that 3rd loss in a row. I can go to 2-5, start climbing my way out the goddamn toilet. I got one hand on the rim. I'm working my way out. Almost got poo on my feet, but I didn't. Not yet. Very, very, very close. Very, very close. I can't slip up one more time. I went 8-6 last year, won the last 6 games, and still missed the fucking postseason. Basically, that 6th loss is almost a death sentence. Almost a death sentence. You really got to have some help to get in the postseason. The hardcore challenge with 6 losses. So I damn near got to run the fucking table to even get in. So I've backed myself in a horrible corner, but I continue to fight every week. That's why it's the hardcore challenge. Nobody lays down. Week to week, we all fight to the end. That's why you guys are here. I appreciate each and every damn one of you, man. The reason our league is kick ass and as good as it is because of the great owners that we have. Season 14, we're knee deep in it. Good luck. Game on this week.